it would be very wrong of me not to cover at least one video that was semi-relevant to this particular season. No, not autumn, Halloween, which I think autumn should just be renamed to, or pre-Christmas, as I've already seen shops selling decorations and gift ideas. Ah, you do my head in. So, we're going to talk about a retailer called Bed Bath & Beyond, who, for Halloween, had started selling black jack-o'-lanterns, or black-o'-lanterns. I actually think these are kind of cool. I have some tea light burners that are shaped like pumpkins but painted black with an orange interior. The contrast is quite nice, and at Halloween, they're perfect. The rest of the year, that makes me weird. I disagree. Now, the original complaint about these black-o'-lanterns comes because they have white eyes and mouths. The complaints are that it is and resembles a form of blackface. If that were true, might I recommend Canada elect this their Prime Minister and not the other guy that did blackface? As you can see on the screens, the picture of the black-o'-lanterns looks quite cool actually. I don't see where the connection to blackface is unless you're going with that minstrel thing. But then if we're going to go down that logic, we're already setting the bar incredibly low. Looking for offence, after all, is quite the profitable career choice I have heard. Do I need the sarcasm sign for that? Where these drew criticism from first was outside a law office in New York, with an outlet reporting, News 12 no less, that law offices removed the display within 48 hours of receiving complaints from community members who alleged that decorations looked similar to blackface, when they really don't. I'm not putting someone in blackface on the screen, but I might put a picture of Trudeau. Okay, I'm putting a picture of blackface on the screen. Worth it. With a partner at the firm saying that we understand that someone complained about them, and so once we got word of that, we immediately took them down. We represent people of all colours and faiths, because faith is a race, yo, in it swag, and would never do anything to exclude anyone from any community. Might I recommend then you stop using orange pumpkins, as they might offend those from Liverpool, who are renowned for looking like very tarty Oompa Loompas. Bed Bath & Beyond, in response to the outrage that has been everywhere, I mean, Twitter was just like totes on this, Bed Bath & Beyond have put out a statement to USA Today, where they have apologised for the unintentional mistake they made and for any offence caused by the black-o'-lanterns, and has immediately removed the item from sale. Now, I think this is really silly, because it's just a novel way of dressing up a pumpkin to look a little bit intimidating at night. Think about it. There aren't many lights on, the kids come to the door and all they see is a big Cheshire Cat-style grin and a pair of eyes. They're not thinking, children that is, oh my god, a black person! No. I think it'd be funnier if that's what made them run off, and they need to be spoken to about it. But it doesn't mean they're thinking, oh my god, there's a black person's head on the floor, it's the KKK again. Seriously, taking offence over something as trivial as a pumpkin. It's not like these pumpkins were edible in the first place now, were they? Some might argue the seeds, but we're not getting into that argument. You know what I mean? These are hardly going to be of use past the time they are best left out for. So quite frankly, the offence taken is absolutely redundant. People looking for any excuse to hammer any tradition. For the last 4 years on YouTube, I have noticed over and over again someone taking offence over something for non-issues. Whether it be because if you are one race, you must not wear a costume attributed or something that is derived from another race. Right. Because there is something so inherently wrong with the idea of another culturally appreciating something during a rather festive season. This time of year is a very festive time, certainly for the North American people who have two different Thanksgivings. You have Halloween. You also have another one, I believe. You have another holiday. I can't remember the name of it. Before Christmas, though. And you have Christmas. This is a very festive season. So any chance you have to pick at it for the sake of it, which is exactly what this reeks of, seems a bit pointless to me. Now, to jump on this, Wilber Aldridge, the director for the NAACP in Westchester, New York, said that removing the pumpkins was the right decision as they showed an extreme lack of sensitivity. I don't think that was the point. I think it was trying to dress up an inedible object that is regularly dressed up differently every year with carvings and candles to instead not require it, thereby saving the inevitable mess that would come from it, and therefore creating a new little novelty thing that people could enjoy or could have enjoyed had somebody, chances are one person, not taken offence so quickly because, oh my god, they look like a minstrel. It's not like they polished it with brown boot polish now, is it? It's exactly black and white. And taking offence at somebody for doing something on a pumpkin makes you look even more pathetic, delicate. The word snowflake is appropriate here. I earlier mentioned Twitter. For the most part, Twitter has defended the decorations as innocent, and others noting that the outrage over the jack-o'-lanterns was somewhat ironic considering politicians like Trudeau were re-elected despite admitting to wearing blackface, because you had no better option, I guess, than somebody who wore blackface. Which I should say, when I saw the pictures, did amuse me quite a bit. According to Aldridge, earlier mentioned Aldridge, the NAACP person, it wasn't about the pumpkin but what was done to the pumpkin, and that when you proceed to put the eyes, the white eyes and the white mouth on it, now you've crossed the line because then it goes into having blackface, which is wrong. The eyes weren't in fact eyes, they were arrows pointing up, and the mouth wasn't exactly a mouth, it was just the teeth. I'm sorry, did you want us to paint the teeth yellow to make them more accurate to those who are more interested in, I don't know, not brushing their teeth? It should be noted that if you are at all interested in buying a black pumpkin or a black-o'-lantern, you can still buy them from the Bed Bath & Beyond website. The only key difference now is they no longer have faces painted on them, which I think means you should do it yourself. And I think you should be very, very liberal with that white paint. Like, really, really liberal. I mean, it's not like black people have white eyes and teeth either, right? No? You're right. Their teeth are green. Didn't you know? Their teeth is green and their eyes are red. Yo, swag in it. If I haven't made my point utterly clear that this story is ridiculous because of how utterly ludicrous the offence is, me stating it now should hopefully clarify that for the peanut gallery that never seemed to get the point. With this story and with any other story, I am very interested to know what you think, so please do let me know in the comments below. Now, there is a new video over on the Moistonia Live channel because Brexit's been delayed. I know, kill us all now. 2020 couldn't get here any sooner. Also, going to be streaming over on Twitch tonight. Gonna shoot for 7 PM, maybe half 7 PM, GMT. I'll link Twitch down below if you're at all interested in joining. So I hope you'll have a fantastic Monday, and thank you all for listening. Oh, and go buy your black-o'-lanterns. Honestly, I might buy one myself. Or just go and get one and paint it black. Yo.